Welcome, fellow adventurers, to the MGM Adventures podcast hosted by Matt
and Gina.
We are going to introduce a new series today.
Ooh.
Who's excited? Let's find out more shortly.
Please make sure to like, follow, and share us on any of our social channels.
So we've talked about introducing a new series for a while, talking about parks. We kind of didn't know what to call it. We kind of went with some things. We finally were driving and threw out some names, and we kind of liked one. So we're going to stick with it, called Beyond the Turnstiles. That's what we're going to go with. And of course, we didn't know what park to start with, so I asked for a random park to start with in ChatGPT, and they gave me
Holiday World.
Holiday World. And we're like, what a good one to start on.
Wow,
how exciting. So we have 10 sections, questions that we're going to go through in this series for all of these parks. The first one's, of course, we're going to do Holiday World. We're kind of doing these on the fly, so this could be exciting or interesting. I don't know.
Or it could be a dud.
Could be a dud. I don't know. Tell us if you like this or not, and we'll tweak it. Don't worry, top 10 is coming soon. To be honest, we had some ideas for that. If you have top 10s that you want us to do, or
what park you want
us to talk about in this new Beyond the Turnstile series, definitely let us know. That'd be great. We'd like feedback and that kind of thing. So anyway, we'll start with the 10 sections. And so again, we're talking about Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana. So
and yes, it's a real place.
I've
had that question asked so many times.
It's a real place, and it's in that weird, I will say it's also in that weird time zone area where like 5 feet from the park, it feels like it's Eastern time, and then you're in Central time when you're at the park. Yep. So it's more than 5 feet. It's like a mile, but it feels like it's just like you leave the park and like, welcome to Eastern time. Make sure to, adjust everything. Like, okay, thanks. So first, we're going to go through these 10 sections now. The first one is first impressions. So this is going to talk about arrival, parking, that kind of stuff. What's the first impression that you get when you go to Holiday World?
I feel like I'm going to the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere. That's a good start. Yeah.
I'm like,
you're just driving, and then there's farmland, and then all of a sudden in the distance, there's the Voyage.
Yep.
And the Holiday World water tower.
Yep.
It's very weird. I will say that. That's a good first impression. And then you park.
For free.
Free
parking.
Which is intriguing. And then you walk over to their very bright entrance.
Well, no, you have to, if you park on one side, you have to go under the tunnel.
Yeah.
And then the entrance, I like it. It's very pretty.
Yeah. So from I will say the park is super clean also, just to talk about that. Super clean. Probably one of the friendliest group of employees out there. I don't know if it's the friendliest, but it's up there in the top 5 for sure. You enter, of course, if you've never been to Holiday World, it's got themed to holidays, except the water park, which is themed to a safari, which doesn't really go with the holidays, but I'll say that. So you enter in Christmas, and you get Christmas music when you walk right in.
It feels Christmassy.
Yeah, it's odd when it's like blazing hot.
Got Santa Claus you can pose with, and you got some ornament fountains.
Yeah, and you can meet Santa Claus too.
You can go to Kris Kringle's
Cafe. Yeah. Yeah. So you're in the middle of the summer, and not Christmas in July is just playing Christmas music all the time. And then they also have Halloween, which plays Halloween music. And then they have 4th of July, which plays some patriotic music. Thanksgiving plays kind of a mix, I guess.
I don't know what it plays.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I can't think of it right now. And the safari kind of does a little bit more of the more popular music.
I think it's more like Surfin' US.
Yeah, it's more the beachy water park music that you expect. So anyway, there's that. So good first impressions, I would say. You also get free drinks and free sunscreen and free tube rentals, which for some of us, you're like, free tube rentals? Why is this a thing? Yeah, some parks do charge you for inner tubes at the water park.
Yep.
Just saying.
The free drinks is spectacular.
Free drinks is crazy.
And with Matt Monroe's quote, with this park being on the equator, free sunscreen is nice as well.
This park is one of the hottest parks. I don't know why, but it is very hot. I'll say that. And that's probably why their water park is super popular, and they keep putting in water attractions. So every time we go there, it's super hot. I'll just say that. Anyway.
All right, number 2 is the ride collection. Coasters, flat rides, family rides, and ride variety.
So you could argue, and I think it's a fair argument, that Voyage is one of the best roller coasters out there in the world. That's number one. Thunderbird is probably the best wing coaster out there in the world, at least of the ones I've ridden. I know there's some overseas that we've not ridden, but it's up there. Definitely the best launch one for sure.
And they have 2 of the most spectacular water coasters in the world.
Which are actually water coasters. So you're on an inner tube and you're going through a track. So there's that. Flat rides. They have a variety of flat rides. And they
have an old time where you stand up and
they have a rotor.
Side?
Like
that, whatever it's called.
It's not a rotor, but a roundups. Sorry. They have a roundup. They have probably my favorite swings ride. That's more like the Zephyr size, but bigger because they have different size seats, which is great. They have a unique crow's nest ride. They have bumper cars, antique cars.
What's that one? Firecracker?
Train. Oh yeah, they have that, which is like a calypso type ride. That's back. They have a log flume that's, maybe a little short, but it's a good log flume.
They have an amazing family dark ride.
Yeah, Gobbler Getaway.
Isn't it Tilt-A-Whirl?
Oh, Turkey Whirl.
But it's a Tilt-A-Whirl, basically.
It's Turkey Whirl.
I know, but
it's Turkey Whirl.
For people that don't know what Turkey Whirl is,
it's a Tilt-A-Whirl.
It's a Tilt-A-Whirl.
But it's turkeys. So it's Turkey Whirl, which is hilarious. They have a lot of good rides. I think they're definitely a family park. I'll say that. Voyage is ridiculous. I don't know if that's the most family-friendly roller coaster for the whole family, but all the rest are pretty close. I mean, to be honest, Raven and Legend can be a little much for people, but they got a lot of everything, and the water park, that's a great thing for everybody. But it is, again, it's in the middle of nowhere, so it's weird. So next section is operations, talking about wait times and all that kind of stuff, efficiency. I think they have pretty good operations, to be honest. They have some very, they do allow you, I guess we should talk about this, for bags. They have a place for bags that they put. Sometimes they'll take the bag from you and put them over in the little bin to help move things. Most of their coasters aren't super complicated to get in and out of anyway. But I think they have very good operations. They seem staffed well. They seem like a happy bunch. Do you have anything to add? I don't
think I've ever been in something that's been closed due to staffing.
I'll say that, no. The lines can look a little long, but they go pretty quick, to be honest. Most of the rides are pretty efficient. If Voyage gets a long line and you're down in the bottom queue, that is terrible. If you're down there too long, that place gets hot as Hades. So that's my only real complaint, if any. The Good Gravy queue is
spectacular.
Also, and we're kind of getting ahead, but it's good. We'll talk about it more in a minute. Food and drinks.
They have Thanksgiving dinner. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Food and drinks.
Free drinks. We already talked about that, but important.
But they have Thanksgiving dinner, and it's really good. I don't know if the burger that we've had at Goblin Burger was really good.
The pizza's good. I like the pizza.
What'd you get? Yeah.
I think all the food's pretty good.
I don't think I've had anything absolutely not. No. We've never ate at the Alamo.
I know. We always joke we need to eat at the Alamo. We always get Mexican right before we go. So we're like, not then, but like the day before. And we're like, we should not eat at the Alamo.
And then I don't think we've ever really eaten at the water park other than Hollywood.
I've had some water park food. Yeah, they have a lot of good food. They have a barbecue place out there and some other places. So every food I think we've had is really good. I'll say that. I haven't had a bad thing of food. And all their prices for food are reasonable. They might be a little bit more, but again, you're getting free drinks. So I feel like it offsets it. It's kind of a weird strategy. The free drinks, you'll be willing to pay a little bit more for food because you're like, I'm getting a free drink. So it's like kind of built into the cost kind of at the restaurants. It's very unique. I'll say that. Yeah.
Next is theming and immersion.
I think you missed one.
Oh, did I?
You did. Number 5.
Just kidding. Entertainment. Shows, live music, characters, seasonal events, and atmosphere. Their shows can be good. I don't mind them, but sometimes I'm like, ugh.
They're not my favorite shows.
No.
They do normally have some sort of stunt-ish show. They've had a high diving show for a long time. I think this year it got replaced by one of the stunt groups that came in. We didn't watch it. There's normally a magic show and a juggler show. They're not bad. I'll say that. They do have some.
It'll entertain the children.
Yeah, it's more for the younger group probably. It's some of it's not bad. I'm not gonna lie. They just the humor that they use sometimes is just, I don't know. It's a family friendly show. I'm not gonna say it's not. It's just not for us, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes they're great. I'll say that. As far as characters, oh my goodness, they're great. They have multiple characters. How many?
Holodog.
Holodog is a dog with a hat.
Sam the alligator
is a alligator with a hat, a safari hat, safari Sam.
Kitty Claus
is the Halloween mascot and is a black cat with claws and a pink or orange. What's it called?
Tutu.
Tutu. Yes, thank you. And a bow.
And there's an eagle.
George
the eagle.
Yeah.
I always want to call him Sam the eagle.
I know.
And it's not, because Sam's the alligator.
I know, it's backwards. So yes, they have their, I think every time we've seen the characters, all of them, they normally hang out together.
Yeah.
You normally don't see one at a time. You might see two, but normally it's all four of them, to be honest. So that's cool. I'll say that. Yeah, seasonal events. They have several events throughout the season.
We've never been.
We've never been. We've only been to one, and that is Hollywood Nights.
And
it's
if you
a
haven't
special
been,
event.
Go.
Yeah. Hollywood Nights is probably one of the best, it probably is the best roller coaster event right now out there. I think it was before. The only one, we've not been to the rodeo. So at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. And so maybe that one might be a little bit better, but this one's amazing. So we've heard, it's great. We haven't been in a couple years. I want to go back. It's just conflicted with some graduations of nieces and nephews recently, so we'll see what
Darn
happens.
them for graduating.
I know, so maybe we'll end up there soon. The Halloween event looks really good. We've always tried to go there. We've just never made it. There's a kids event that I've heard is really good for that.
We did finally get. Is this so different?
No, it's the same one.
We did finally get to see the drone show.
Yeah, the drone show's amazing.
It was so good.
And they have pyro drones.
You don't know what pyro drones are?
They're drones that launch pyro, like fireworks off of them or sparklers. So it's very good. Moving on. Next is theming and immersion. They're all themed. Every section's themed. The queue in Good Gravy is probably the best theme park queue in the world, if not up there. It's Holiday World has this unique Holiday World style. I don't know how else to describe it to you. If you're on their website, you'll see it and be like, something feels off here. You just don't know what it is. It's their very unique style. I love their style. A lot of people love their style. They just say it's just like some goofy things they add in everywhere. So that's all I'll say. Their next coaster is called Cannonball, and it's literally based on a cannonball diving contest.
And if you don't know, if you want to know more about that, go back a couple episodes and we talk about it.
Yeah, so it kind of is, it's just, their theming is amazing. I'll say that. They have a very unique style. They know they cannot rock work the things or do some crazy stuff like that, but they have these unique themes that works for them and it works for their style. So there you go.
I think it's spectacular.
Yeah, it's
the
great.
Theming is spectacular.
It's great.
And when you go in, you're in Christmas.
Mm-hmm. And
or
Christmas music. We talked about that. Yeah. So it's good. Yeah. They're just a unique park. I'll say that. It's still an amusement park. But it's themed. It's not like the ride in 4th of July are themed to 4th of July. So like Gina mentioned Firecracker. It's just red, white, blue. It's nothing super special, but it's called Firecracker. The sign has some sparklers on it. The bumper cars is themed to Roosevelt, which is interesting, and it's called Rough Riders, and so they have goofy Teddy Roosevelt pictures on it. It's just stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
it's called Liberty Launch. Is their launch tower? Yeah, it's called Liberty Launch, and it's just a small.
What are their eagles called? I can't remember.
Eagle's Flight, I believe, and I think they just painted one as Sam the Eagle, or no, George the Eagle. Sorry, George the Eagle. Gee, man, Christmas Muppets.
And all of their coasters in Halloween are Raven
and Voyage. So the Raven, of course, is for Edgar Allan Poe, and the Voyage is.
I feel like you forgot one.
What? Not a coaster. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Sorry. The Voyage is in Thanksgiving. Sorry. It's about the voyage across.
I was like,
I don't know. Hey.
The Legend of Sleepy Hollow is in Halloween. The Voyage is in Thanksgiving.
Because it's a voyage across the sea.
Yep.
And you got to go through the rough seas to get there.
And Gobbler Getaway, got to collect those turkeys for Thanksgiving.
But not to eat them. Just to celebrate with them. Just to be clear. Anyway, moving on. Value.
Where's Good Gravy?
Good Gravy is about gravy. It's in Thanksgiving,
there
of course.
There you go. Theming. Value. Ticket prices, food prices, add-on, and whether it's worth the cost.
Yeah, I feel like we talked about a lot of this. So free drinks is very helpful. Free those other things. For the prices, I don't think it's too bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's too bad. What is it like? You can get discounted tickets. You can choose any day tickets, which are a little bit more. I feel like they're like $60 a day or so. I could be wrong there. I don't think the value. I think the value's there. The season pass value is there for sure. They do offer some discounts on season tickets, and they got bring a friend discounts and some other things. So if you're gonna go a lot, definitely look at a season pass. We normally go once a year. We actually skipped a couple of years just because it just didn't work out with our other travels. We were able to go this year. I was very glad we did. Really missed the voyage. And we'll definitely go very soon for Cannonball when it opens. So I'll say that.
Who is this park for? Who is Holiday World for?
Everybody.
Thrill seekers, families, young kids, coaster enthusiasts. Everyone.
Everybody.
I think it's for everybody.
Yeah. It's probably more geared towards families. And then they have 3 ridiculous roller coasters for coaster enthusiasts. And I think their uniqueness and how, like we talked about earlier, fits really well into, well, Thunderbird's 4. I'm just saying the wooden coasters are ridiculous. And then you add Thunderbird in there.
I think Thunderbird's
that's pretty good.
Different type of.
It is.
Different.
I don't think it's as crazy as the other 3, though. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy in its own right, but it's not as crazy. So, again, I think it goes for everybody. It's probably more for families, just to be honest. It feels more like for families. That's the people that go. But all of the coaster enthusiasts love it. And Voyage is, if not the best wooden coaster out there, it's up there for everybody. It's definitely very high on my list. And so I'll just say that. So anyway, next.
Hidden gems. Underrated rides, food, shows, or experiences people shouldn't miss.
This one's hard because I think you're going to go there for the big stuff for sure.
If I was a water park person, would go there for the water park.
Yeah, but I think you're going to know that. I'm just trying to think what's underrated there. That's the hard part. I think I'm trying to think if there's a ride that stands out that I'm like, okay, well, you're going to get the big coasters. You're going to get all the coasters if you go, likely. You're going to probably, if you're a water park person, you're going to get the water park stuff. Gobbler Getaway is great for air conditioning, and it's a fun ride.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that.
Good Gravy's very themed.
Yeah. The blue ice cream.
I think it's underrated.
The blue ice cream is good. Some people do like it more in Kings Islands. I don't agree with that, but that's fine. Everyone's okay with their own opinions. It's good. It's different. It's more like blue raz than, yeah, it's more like blue raspberry instead of blueberry. I'll say that. So that's my thoughts on it. It's good. I'm not going to say that.
I think Thanksgiving's underrated. Thanksgiving food. I think that's a hidden gem right there. I love Thanksgiving.
There's plenty of people every time I go there, so I don't know if it's really hidden. I don't know.
Hidden.
There's a lot
in the back.
Yeah, they have a lot of good stuff going for it. But I don't know if there's anything super. I guess if you have some time and you want something relaxing, the Hollow Dog Express is kind of in the back, out of the way. It's a train ride and it talks about fairy tales. So if you want something kind of more relaxing, maybe do that.
Frightful Falls. It's hidden.
Frightful Falls. I like Frightful Falls too. Yeah.
It's like snuck in between.
Yeah, it doesn't get you super wet, but it will get you cooled down. I'll say that. It's not one that will soak you. It will get you damp. Sprinkle you. Sprinkle you is probably the best way. I don't want to make it too. Okay, final verdict.
Our overall rating, whether you'd return and who'd you recommend it to. What's your overall rating, Matt?
Good. Very high. I don't know.
You're not gonna do like a...
We didn't really give this a scale.
5 out of 10?
If we did it out of 10, I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't recommend it. I guess that's where I'm at. I'm like, go. Just go. Right. I don't know what else to say.
I highly recommend Holiday World.
Yeah.
I think you should experience it.
Yeah, if you've not gone, go for sure. It's a very unique park. It is the negative, I guess, if you want to call it a negative, is it's in the middle of nowhere. So it is out of the way of everything. It's not. Also, your variety of accommodations might be a little limited. I'll just say that. There is on-site at Camp Rudolph, so if you're someone that likes that. There's also another one that they've recently acquired that's a little bit more regular. There are a few hotels in the surrounding cities and right there. I do know, during the Hollywood Nights event, you go where you go. There's a couple towns around it. There is some Airbnb options too. So normally if we go, we try to go as a group and figure out something. So I guess that's probably my negative, I guess. It's in the middle of nowhere. But overall, go. It's not that far out of the way from where we live. I think it's like 3.5 hours. It is in the central time zone, as I mentioned. So we've used that to our advantage when we're driving. It's very nice because I think they open at like 11, which is noon Eastern. So we've used that for our advantage before, where we'll leave at like 8 and get there and it's just opening. So anyway, there you go. Yep.
9 out of 10.
Go. That's all I'll say.
Go.
Okay. Holiday World. Beyond the Turnstiles. There you go. Hopefully you like this section. It's new. We'll try to do this for some other parks and we'll see how it goes. Anyway.
Around the parks.
Yeah. So, we have 2 updates from the same ride-ish. Fast and Furious, Hollywood Drift. Maybe that makes sense.
Soft opened in Hollywood.
Yeah, soft opened in Hollywood. And breaking news, the track is complete in Orlando.
Took way less time for it to be complete in Orlando than it did in Hollywood.
No, the track got built kind of fast. It's the theming and the stuff they had to put around Hollywood that took forever. So they had to put up sound barriers and people are still not happy.
Here's the thing. If you don't like the sound of a theme park, don't live by one.
Some of them have been there a while. I'll just
say.
And they have houses, but I don't know. I'm
gonna look up the houses.
Don't.
They're
built. Expensive.
When Hollywood Studio.
So here's the crazy thing. Horror Nights last year. I don't remember what date Rip Ride and Rocket closed. I feel like it was September. Might have been August.
Well, it was getting torn down when we went into.
So we went to Horror Nights. It was part of it was gone, and part of it was still standing. This year, that's all completely gone, and a whole new coaster has been built.
Ta-da!
So I'm glad I figured it would get finished before Hollywood Horror Nights because we have to walk under it.
We're going?
Yeah, we're going.
Spoiler.
So we'll have to go under it. So yeah, I'm thinking that the one in Orlando is going to open probably in the spring to summer. That would be my guess. They can't do much until Horror Nights is over. But what they got left?
I just want to say the one in Hollywood was getting built when we were there in 2020.
No, it started long after we left.
Are you sure?
Yes, because the stages were still there that it was in. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I feel like you told me the wrong information.
No, okay. There are some different building rules in Florida and California because you have earthquakes in California.
What?
Yeah, shocking. So they had to do some other code stuff. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. The one in Hollywood took longer to build for sure. But then they've also had it built for a while the track work has been finished, but putting up all the other stuff around it has taken forever.
AKA the sound barriers.
The sound barriers, which we thought were just for the studio. What we realized is it's for the neighborhood. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it.
Anywho, Kid Flash.
Yeah, so we've not ridden Kid Flash. This was kind of out of the blue. Kid Flash lasted like a week and a half at Six Flags over Georgia and Fiesta, Texas. I think the one from over Georgia has been removed. So I think this one will live on and go to Michigan at CJ Barrymore's.
What is CJ Barrymore's?
CJ Barrymore's is a similar to Fun Spot or Scene 75. It's outside though.
Gosh.
So kind of that family entertainment center thing where you pay per ride or whatnot. So this was very shocking because this thing like broke kind of badly like a week and a half after it opened. So as in I think it derailed. So there's that. So anyway, it's going to go there. I'm very intrigued about this. I'm not going to ride it when it opens, but I'm kind of intrigued to go up to CJ Barrymore's because I think it's just right outside of Detroit, which isn't that far from us. So, anyway, there you go.
We'll be up there. Please make sure to like, follow, and share us. And send your questions to mgmadventures@yahoo.com or to us directly through one of our social channels.
And also, we've talked about this before. We have a website, mgmadventures.riverside.com. That way you can find all of our past episodes. If you like, you can find us wherever we're located at. All of those are listed there. That's all in one place at that website. We also have a newsletter that talks about the episodes that come out and gives a summary of them as well. So all of that is in there, mgmadventures.riverside.com.
And we will see you on the next adventure. See you on the next episode, adventures.
Bye.
Bye.